So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broken everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.
Join us Saturday, February 8th through the Disruption Network 3-year anniversary party at the Jewish Community Center, 2310 Oneida Street in Utica, New York. Musical acts include Annie in the Water, acoustic performance by Haley Jane, Trampoline Jetstream, and Live Noah. Haley in the Water will cap off the night covering Fleetwood Mac's hit album, Rumors. Party kicks off at 6 p.m. There will be beer, wine, food from Doughboys Barbecue, and Holy Pozzoli. Saturday, February 8th. For tickets, visit our website, DisruptionNetwork.net.
Sports entertainment, it's the real to you, damn it, you support us your favorite. Talking name, Jay Styles, Chris Jericho, and all the greatest. Your top 5 dead or alive, the broader stages, like WrestleMania, All In and All Out. NXT TakeOver, what the business about. Putting fans in the stands and the millions at home, like The Rock versus Stone Cold, we're stealing the show. Wrestle Fandom Radio and Disruption Network with Dippin' Donuts. ICW, we make fanatics flipping go nuts. Every time we're live at local shows and it's a bonus. We're family friendly, all the growing ups and kids condone us. We're dedicated to bringing you all the top news. Ain't no dirt sheet, this ain't rhetoric, we do not snooze. No speculation, we're just bringing them facts. Ain't no storyline of fiction when I spit on these tracks. It's Wrestle Fandom Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. Disruption Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. Disruption Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page.
Yo.
The new joint.
Yeah.
Is fire.
I like it.
Isn't it
100.
awesome?
Is that what the kids
right?
say? 100?
It's 100. I think that's
Yeet. Yeah.
He still brings it. He still gets
always
it
bringing
somehow.
it. Always bringing it.
It's the spirit of
Gets
it.
at the show. What's up? You are watching Disruption Network, and this is Wrestle Fandom Radio, the greatest podcast you have never heard.
Yeah.
It's me. It's Johnny Carnage.
Okay.
Also known as Stu. Yeah, you're Johnny Carnage this week.
Johnny
All right,
Carnage.
cool.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm hitting Stu with every nickname that he's ever had. With
Most
the show.
of which I came up with.
Yeah,
which that's pretty
just for
narcissistic.
Yeah, just for giggles. It's
narcissistic Johnny. Yeah. There's another one.
Yeah, you'll have another one next week. And Demetrios is back. Hasn't been with us in a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
He's a part-time.
He's finally here, everybody. He's finally here.
Hit my music.
Yeah.
I dragged him out of the castle, finally.
You did.
I dragged you out of the
Mike
King's
King
Castle.
is here, the owner of ICW. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
All the way from St. Johnsville. We appreciate it.
My pleasure, guys.
But yeah, so it's awesome. I'm so glad you're finally here. Why don't do you want to bring everybody back to how ICW started, or with our first show, or
should we give them the X-rated version or the PG version?
I was gonna say,
give everyone the PG version. We don't need to get into any bad stuff that happened prior.
Yeah, I will not
into the new stuff. This is about to be your second year.
Yes. My first show was New Beginnings.
Right.
Yes.
And that was that February as well?
No, that was November of 2018.
Oh, November 2018. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Did you run through the winter last year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I took December and January off, just like this year.
Okay.
I mean, with the holidays, everybody's doing other stuff.
And it's a safer bet too because the weather sucks and it's so unpredictable. And I mean, one with the holidays in December, the weather isn't usually that unpredictable then, but January is just pure insanity.
Even February's iffy.
Yeah, yeah, it really is.
is.
But it's a safer bet, and people are at this point are probably definitely looking to get out and get to something. And now, especially, they've probably been missing wrestling. I know I have. I want to go to a show so bad it's ridiculous. So
yeah, I'm definitely ready. I'm refreshed and ready to go.
Yeah. So yeah, our next show coming up is Immortal Kombat 2. You excited? Everybody excited?
Definitely.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm a giant Mark for Mortal Kombat. So.
Yeah, call me Mark all the time if I talk about NXT, but here you are.
You are.
I like
Mark.
the marketing.
Equally,
you are Mark.
Equally as Mark.
Well, we're all Marks for ourselves, aren't we?
So we've heard a couple things. If anyone follows the Immortal Wrestling pages, we've got, what do we have? You have the triple threat match for the ICW championship already.
Yep, right? That's the main event.
Right. And now, what's his name? Verna is now not going to be able to be there.
Correct.
But the Greek god Papadon is taking his place. So
he's looking to become Greeky 3 belt. He's got 2 belts already.
Greeky 3 belts.
He wants to be Greeky 3 belts. That's what.
And
that's the official Stooge report.
The Stooge report.
Stooge report.
And so Robo's coming back.
He is.
And then obviously Sean Carr will be defending. That's gonna be a hell of a match. I know I always say something like that, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but I mean, come on, you're talking about Sean Carr,
the amount,
Robo,
yeah.
And the Greek guy popping. This is that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you've got probably 3 of the best workers in the Northeast.
Unsigned.
Yeah,
exactly, unsigned.
Yeah,
how Robo and Papadon have gone unsigned for this long is beyond me. And
Carr too.
Exactly. How no one's taking a chance on Carr is beyond me.
And
either.
Robo had a tryout like a year and a half ago.
He did. I don't get it.
And he's good. And not only is he good, the man looks like
he's a man.
He's creative.
Yeah. He's a man's man.
He doesn't look like
average Joe.
No, like you know what I mean. Like the dude's muscles have muscles. Like, it's nuts.
He's a monster.
He's in the most insane shape I think I've ever seen.
Well,
the guys,
him and Verna are unbelievable.
Verna, oh my god.
Verna, oh my.
I asked him. I was like, "How much weight did you cut?" It was what show was he at? Last was that Cobra show,
I think he said like 40 pounds.
Yeah, it was like 35 pounds he cut in between the Rome show. When was the last? It was.
We had him in Canada, the last fundraiser I did in Canada.
Right, that was October, and then before that, he was in the Rome show. Yeah. That's when I saw him. And when was that?
That was August.
August.
Yeah. I mean, he
cut that much weight.
Yeah.
And he was just like, boom, down.
He put Bobby Roode to shame.
It was unbelievable.
Sure, yeah.
And
he's another one that had a tryout. They're missing the boat with him.
They are.
He's got the look.
Yep.
He's an actor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he can wrestle.
It's I
don't get it.
It's crazy.
Politics.
Yeah.
Politics.
It must be. And then you also let's see. So there was 2 more matches that were announced. You guys are coming out with the 24/7 championship.
Yes.
That is going to be a blast.
Yeah. So and who we have? Skyros, the Moonlight
Skyros. Yes.
It's Garrett Holiday, and I'm sorry, who was the third person now?
Justin Credible,
a.k.a. Aldo Montoya.
Really, you guys got Justin Credible. That's
Portuguese Man of War.
I can't believe you did that. That's awesome.
Impact player.
Yeah. So
how cool would that be?
I'm
Credible holding the 24/7.
That would be something. Yeah. And listen, and he's got nationwide appeal because he does do an AEW review show with Russo on Russo's brand. That's he's well known. And so obviously that's going to get ICW to a lot of ears.
Credibility.
Overseas, yeah.
He did it. He said it.
All right. All right. I'm going to head out now.
He's done. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike K.
All right. Roll credits. We can give me higher than that.
That's what that's there for.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes, it
exactly
is.
what it's there for.
Exactly.
And then the other match you had was, let's see, last year's breakout star, who's the Toxic Terror. Dave
Yes.
Yes.
versus
The most hated.
the most hated. Now I want to point something out. Okay,
I like Blaze Haram.
Bin Hameen is in ICW. Okay, and Blaze Haram won most hated.
Exactly.
Okay?
You
gotta
know why?
be
He shared
good.
it with all of his friends. All the jerk jobs he told to vote for him. Because it was fan voting. So
Was there a restriction on voting, or could you vote as many times?
Yeah, you could go in like
Ben
the following
probably
day.
just voted for Blaze. Like,
I mean, it's like,
Yeah,
I
you
got
could've-
time for this
you
plaque, infidel.
You could have been on there every day voting.
I think I did vote for. I think I voted for Hameen every day.
Yeah.
Such a mean guy, Hameen.
No, but that's impressive. I think
Yeah.
Well,
it just goes to show you how dastardly Haram really is.
yeah. But those two are going to be going at it. That's going to be fun. Definitely seeing two people who both won awards for last year.
Dude, Danny Adam is awesome. I like
he is.
Danny Adam a lot.
Yeah,
I like Danny.
Danny Adam is.
Yeah, he actually really
He's really good.
come out of his shell.
Yeah,
I
Stu's
told
been
you, listen, I
saying-
told you about Danny Adam like 2 years ago, too.
Stu's been saying he's got the best merch.
he does.
Yeah, he
He
does.
is, dude. He
That's
really
because I'm a
does.
nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Put way too many hours. If Danny Adam is listening right now, I put way too many hours into Fallout 3. So when I
Yeah.
saw his merch, I
Yeah.
was all about it.
He's smart. Smart guy.
Yep. Good marketing.
So as far as I know, that could be that. That was it. Unless there was one
No,
that I missed.
no.
Was there ones that I missed? No, there was Axel Lennox
versus Maddox.
versus Matic.
That is
Young
right.
Lion of the West.
Dude, those got okay.
The werewolf in tights.
If you are sitting in the front row, just so you know, you're probably going to feel like shockwave when chops come. Okay,
yeah.
that is going to be a hard hitting match.
Yeah, they're just going to kick the crap out of each other.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, no. It's
And what else? What else I like is the 4-way match that they were in October has whittled down.
Yeah, Danny Adam.
It whittled down to them, like
Yeah.
because who was the fourth person in that match? Was it Matthias?
Yes, it wasn't.
Was also in that.
Yes,
match,
he
right?
was.
So then Danny Adam, made sure he was still in that match, and we were giving him congrats on that match when we had him on about they tried to discount him because he was the smaller guy, and they just jumped from the top rope and just threw his body. He used his whole body.
He had to.
He had to.
Jeez.
Exactly. He absolutely had to. So, but then now it's just those two.
Oh,
it's
it's
whittled
gonna be
down
insane.
to these two
Well,
guys being so angry
look
at
at
the other big guy in the match.
The Ken and Jahari show
Yeah.
where you were interviewing him backstage.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. If you want to see where it all started, go back and watch that video that we shot. I mean, yeah,
Hey, but-
they were mad at each other.
If you remember, the Natural Destroyers were enemies at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows? That could be a tag team.
Oof.
Okay.
Ooh.
First off,
Wow.
the teams that have
Destroyer
come
Wow.
against Matic and
Yeah.
Axel.
Man.
Ooh.
There's going to be a lot of beef going around in that
How
ring.
hard hitting that match would
Yeah.
be?
Good
No,
Lord.
this is not an insult to anyone's weight. You need to reinforce the ring because of the amount of hard hitting, the amount of body throwing that's going to happen in that ring. Mm-hmm.
That match with Kenneth and Sullivan in Schenectady was off the charts.
Dude.
Of course, somebody couldn't make that.
Well, I was
Which one was that?
I was at the wedding. I was standing
It
I
was-
was
it
standing
was
up
a
at my
wedding,
I was
yeah.
standing up at my
It
friend's
was a
wedding,
wedding.
Yeah, yeah.
and I met my girlfriend there at the wedding. So
Yeah. I mean, there was at one point, was it the spear on the apron?
I was just thinking about the spear.
Oh,
of the apron.
God.
That's why I
Spear
asked.
on the apron was
Good Lord.
the sound, dude. Because I happened where I was standing. I was actually walking to Stu at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
so that I had the ring in my peripheral. So I kind of saw it like here,
Yeah.
But then you just heard boom,
Oh
It was
no!
just like-
And the chair shots.
I heard it for both of us.
Good.
chair shots were insane.
it was just
That's ridiculous.
yeah.
Speaking of natural destroyers,
Do we have something?
to infinity and beyond.
That's right.
Yeah, I saw that.
Colin
Yes.
and Cheech.
Not
Yes.
familiar with those guys, but
Yeah.
Colin Delaney? You don't-
I'm still kind of a virgin, bud.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
from
growing up
2CW,
before your
you
eyes.
don't remember
I
Colin
don't.
Delaney from 2CW?
and Cheech.
And
And Cheech, yeah.
Colin Delaney
And
was an ECW too, where he basically got his
Yeah.
butt kicked night after night after night. And
Well,
then
he was Tommy Dreamer's protege.
he was Tommy Dreamer's protege. They kind of did like a Mikey Whipwreck thing with
yeah.
him.
When AJ Styles did the 2CW show in Rome, he wrestled Cheech. Match was unbelievable.
I
Yeah.
don't think I was at that one, was I?
I don't know.
I don't think.
I don't
no,
think so.
because I missed out on
No,
meeting
because
AJ.
I went myself because I was like, I'm going to talk to AJ Styles.
Yep.
Like,
That's
I'm
when he was rocking.
I'm making
Mark.
this happen.
Mark,
No, I don't care.
That was
AJ
around-
Styles.
Mark.
Oh yeah.
He's the
Right.
phenomenal one.
Listen, I've got an AJ Styles packaged action figure with the X Division title around his waist,
Signed.
short cropped haircut, signed, hanging in my bedroom. I'm 36 goddamn years old.
There's nothing
Mark.
wrong with that. It's part of your collection. You're not a Mark for that.
Signed.
That was around the
Yeah,
IWGP
so, I mean,
era.
it's gonna be
wasn't
great
it?
to see Colin Delaney. I haven't seen
Yeah.
him live since the 2CW days. Obviously,
He just he wrestled on AW Dark with Sean Spears.
yeah. I heard that. So I mean,
And you'll actually see him on March 21st, too. Little spoiler.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
wait,
signed
We're
for
even
that
getting March
show.
sports.
wait a minute.
all right?
Don't give these marks everything, okay? God.
So yeah, that's gonna be fantastic, and to see Cheech again too. That's gonna be
It's going to be awesome.
So what other ones have I missed?
Northeast Championship.
Yes, I couldn't remember if that was announced.
Jesus, come on, Garrett.
Dude, it's been a long couple of weeks. Okay,
Dude. No excuse.
I didn't get a chance to review the page before I came in. We were all talking.
You get me in the
You were
studio
here.
and
I know.
Yeah, in
I
the
know.
studio here, you're just
I know. Okay. The Northeast Championship. Back to
Rick
that.
Recon
Yes.
defending against Simon Gotch.
That's right. I was going to
Yes.
ask.
Oh my gosh.
Simon Gotch.
Oh my God.
You know who
That's-
his best friend is? He loves Enzo.
Oh, he loves Enzo. him and Enzo are tight. Ooh, boy.
That was on my YouTube feed because I watch a lot of YouTube. It was on there for after he did
Man.
that shoot, the initial one. I forgot who it was with, but it was on.
I think it was,
ever.
yeah, that was hot. I would just say that.
Yeah.
That was, he came in, both guns loaded and just unloaded it. He was,
You pew.
no Fs were given during that
None.
shooting interview.
So yeah, anything else? What else we got?
The number one contenders match for Christina Marie's championship.
Ah,
The most popular superstar, Kennedy Copeland.
Kennedy Copeland.
Yes.
The
He-
last
dude,
show,
wow.
dude.
She was over like
she
Rover.
walked
Oh
in.
my gosh.
She walked in and blew the roof off.
Yeah, it was
That
ridiculous.
was probably one of the biggest pops ever in ICW.
That it was on.
That was ridiculous.
The whole
Holy cow.
section. There was one. First off, the whole place.
The whole place
But
was full.
one whole section specifically just lost their mind.
Yeah.
I mean, lost it.
was nuts.
It was crazy. It was the section that we were sitting right next to.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
commentary.
Holy cow.
We couldn't even talk. I don't
No.
think. Like we're like,
I looked at Garrett. I was like, "What?" I said, "Holy cow!"
wow. I mean,
don't get me wrong.
She's great.
She's great.
She's great. She just.
I didn't know she was that-
She got.
wow.
I wasn't expecting that.
No,
That's
either
not
was
a
I.
shade at
She
her
was. Whew.
at all.
And then the voting for most popular, nobody was even close.
Oof.
Yeah.
Man, there you go.
And
Yeah.
she's going against a debuting Riley Shepard, who we had before, but she had an injury, so she's been out for, 8 months?
Yeah,
Okay.
the goddess of geek, Riley Shepard.
Got us a geek. I like that.
No, she is. Riley Shepard is probably one of the top female talents right now out there that isn't signed. She's done matches in Ring of Honor. She's really good. Really, really, really good superstar, and excited to see her come to ICW.
Yeah. I'm not 100. like if I don't know somebody, I straight up say so. Like I'm not familiar with her at all. So, but I'll get acquainted before.
You'll like her, trust me.
I'll get acquainted before the show, and I'll be excited to see her, talk to her, get any info.
Drop like Game of Thrones and that stuff with her, and then you'll be in with her. Trust me.
Like, hey, you ever see Firefly? Boom, that's it.
That's it.
If
That's
you're a
it.
geek, you say the word.
She is a
Firefly,
geek. No,
you're
She
in.
is.
and she's proud, and she's proud of it. It's if you follow her on Facebook,
Yeah,
you'll see that she is proud to be a geek. So
yeah. As are most geeks. So yeah. All right. Anything else?
Yes.
What else?
Former
Bring it.
former ICW GM, ISIS, Johnny.
Yeah.
Dark
This
Horse.
match.
dude, this match has been.
It's been months
Yeah.
in the making.
Are you gonna have like two refs just in case?
We might have to.
Apart. Like, holy crap!
Yeah.
These guys are gonna.
These guys
There's
hate
a
each other.
lot.
So
yeah,
I know
a
we
lot of
talked
bad
about
blood
it,
there.
but seriously, like, if you had to see it to believe it, that these two guys started going at it, and 75% of the locker room cleared.
Yeah.
Pull these guys apart. That's a lot of guys. That's a lot of muscle, and pulled these guys apart, and they were the anger.
They hate each other.
They really
hate each other.
And ISIS is
like the Hatfields and
finally
the McCoys.
cleared
Yeah.
to make his return.
Yeah.
So this is.
I mean, again, back to, like, not to keep on talking about, but like, back to CW. He was always like, he was one of the biggest guys there. He was one of the champ for a long time.
Yes, he certainly was.
So I'm sure with the way I've heard.
Unfortunately, I
wrestlers talk
had to
about it.
relieve him of his duties as acting GM.
Yeah.
Right.
To make him active on the roster.
Are you going to hire a new GM?
Hey, I was about to ask that. You gonna hire one? You got any ideas?
At the moment, let's let it ride for a couple shows, and then we'll definitely appoint.
There's not anybody sitting to your right, though, right?
No,
Okay.
no, definitely.
Okay. As long as not anybody sitting to your right, then I think we're good.
You'd be lucky. You'd be lucky if I was a GM. My first act: ban that Mark from going into the locker room. No marks in the locker room.
No marks in the
No
locker
marks in the locker room.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to go in.
Oh no! Another burn.
Oof, got me on that one.
I don't know why I love burning you so much. It's he's here every week. And we've been friends for 30 years. I could burn him all the time. No. I burn you even when you're not here.
It's okay. Don't worry. Listen.
It's because you said everything that you can possibly say.
That's actually it's true. I'm out of jokes.
I'm being really nice right now.
Same goes.
I haven't gone in.
You're
yet.
you like Star Trek, right?
I love Star Trek.
Star Trek is
The Boldly Go,
dude.
where
Boldly
no
Go.
Garrett has gone before.
Exactly.
Unload.
Yeah.
Phaser sent to kill.
Yeah. But so back to wrap that match is gonna be
It's gonna be
You know
awesome.
what? It's gonna be? You know what it's gonna be?
Exactly.
knocker.
Yeah, it's going to be a slobber knocker.
It's gonna be a slobber knocker is what it's gonna be.
Slobber knocker.
That's what's gonna happen.
Isn't your buddy that was here, or like his group of friends, gonna have a match too?
Tex,
What's his
yeah.
name?
Yeah.
Who was here? What was his name?
I don't know that guy.
What was?
I
Oh, God. Those guys.
Incur his wrath.
They
Coffin.
do have a match.
I'm just joking.
God.
I don't want to incur Coffin's wrath anymore.
Coffee?
No.
Those dickheads. Those
I
dickheads
didn't
have a
make that
match.
joke. I didn't
Listen.
make that joke.
Coffee's great.
It is great.
He was a nice guy too.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, those sons of bitches still slapped the sticker on the back of my truck, okay?
Hey, they invaded my show.
Anybody,
and it's still there.
I know it's
anybody
still-
that causes
Coffin
him to
invaded
cry,
my show.
I heard.
anybody that causes
Sticker?
him to cry constantly is okay in my book. At least a little bit.
But yes, so they're going to be wrestling
The Sons of
the
Wrestling,
Sons of Wrestling.
Sons of Wrestling.
Brandon Lee and Cadillac Jones.
Cadillac Jones.
Cadillac Jones. And
I got a Cadillac.
this spills over
I
actually
like
from the
Cadillac.
Schenectady show.
He's a nice guy.
Again, that was another big.
And Brandon is the son of Big Hoss,
Big Hoss.
Mm-hmm.
So
who had his retirement match at Immortal Things.
Mortal Things with
I'm curious to see if this feud is going to end up bringing him out of retirement.
I don't know.
Listen, you can be
that's
retired and
big.
still whip someone's ass.
That I wouldn't mess with him. Have you seen him? There's a reason his name.
I watched
It's
his
Big Hoss.
retirement match. Man,
Yeah, you were there. You saw it. The guy's huge. Oof, yeah, no,
He's
I wouldn't.
not a small man.
Yeah.
I watched him, big beefy Mr. Man around, like just Chuck him around a little bit
Yeah.
too, I do believe.
Well, Mr. Man, whenever something bad happens to Mr. Man, it warms my black heart
Yeah.
immensely.
Such a shame.
Yeah.
It makes it turn like a little bit of red.
Yeah.
A little bit.
What else? Where else are we going?
I think we got everything covered.
Did we talk about
now?
We talked about 24/7.
We did
champ.
talk
we
about
talked about
24/7.
24/7.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
How many matches we got?
9 total.
Sounds about
8 to
right.
9.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Another marathon show.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
15. We got 15.
Oh,
for this
God.
one.
15 matches. Okay.
Dude, we'll be there all night.
We better put our commentating pants on.
Yep. Bring your PJs.
Better pack a lunch. It's going to be a long day.
Is there a buffet?
Actually, there is. We got the Viking crew coming back for catering.
Yes.
Nice.
Called the Viking Crew.
Viking crew.
Oh, Viking puts on a hell of a spread.
Yes,
That's
yes, he
a
does.
way better name than the Viking Raiders.
Oh, God.
Yes.
They should have.
Can we
And then as
not
always-
talk about the main roster, please? Because it's just an absolute shit show.
Then don't forget plenty of Dippin' Donuts and coffee.
Oh,
Yeah, always.
Always.
Always there.
So, yeah, obviously, and
They go quick, too.
I did give Richard Holiday a custom latte. No, a custom Americano.
Yes.
An Americano.
Yes, I did.
Actually, you were also a big hit with
With Lady Frost and Victor Benjamin.
yes. They were quite pleased.
They loved my donuts.
Yeah. Well,
Also,
you'd be crazy not to.
two of the most proper couple, I think, in professional wrestling.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
They're
I can't wait to
amazing.
have them back.
I
sometime.
can't wait to have them back either.
Busy
that
couple.
was-
How did Veda Scott like my donuts?
That's a good question.
Because like Veda Scott was putting it over that she wanted to have some donuts at the show.
Nick Sullivan.
You weren't there to.
I should have been
sink your
there.
Teeth into your donut.
I should have been there. I should have been there.
Nick Sullivan says, "Tell Mike I owe him a hug."
Nick Sullivan is Nick Sullivan is who listen, I'm going to say this right now. If somebody doesn't like Nick Sullivan,
They're an a-hole.
you are the biggest dickhead on the face of the earth.
You're
Nick Sullivan
Exactly.
is the nicest man on the face of the planet. Nick, I love you. Brother, I'm going to try to come see you the week before the Immortal show because I know you're wrestling at another promotion, but I'm going to try to come and see him.
Don't you dare.
He's like, "You traitorous bitch! Don't you dare do that."
Well, it is.
Do we have a chair
we have
here
a chair?
somewhere?
The location is 5 minutes away from my house.
There's a stool.
Okay,
That's-
that'll work.
That'll work.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Has that still been gimmicked? Okay, come on. Okay.
No, that's
No,
why
it has-
that'll work.
That's why it'll work. Yeah.
Well, I guess it can be strong style tonight, boys.
Well,
So yeah, that's gonna be fantastic. And then, so while we're also talking about it, let's toss out anything that we have for the March show, because that's
March show is going to be huge.
We're talking Colony Center in the heart of Albany region.
right.
I mean, it's a free show.
A free show.
Free show.
At what's the name of the mall again? I'm sorry.
Colony Center.
Colony Center.
We've teamed up with Heroes Hideout
Okay.
and already signed. We have the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah.
I mean, right there.
The Rock and Roll Express at a free show. Who cares if it's out in Albany?
Exactly.
Go.
Go. It's
Where
Albany.
else? Where
in
else?
March. You'll be fine. Go.
You got the Rock and Roll Express, Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle. Everybody loves Hornswoggle.
How can you not?
He's one of those characters you don't forget.
Yeah.
It's like the Boogeyman.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you can't
Mm-hmm.
possibly forget him. And you can't be mad at him for what he had to do and
No.
everything. The guy's
Exactly.
great.
former
You know,
cruiserweight champion.
And if you watch like any videos of just him being him and talking about wrestling,
I have.
you're gonna like him even more.
Actually,
The real him,
Yeah.
like the real him, you're gonna like him even more.
I had
Dude,
the opportunity
awesome.
to work with him once before, and
Yeah?
he's just phenomenal.
can I just say that some of his best work was an impact with Rockstar Spud. What him and Spud did together, it was gold.
Yeah,
Pure
I
gold.
never saw that run. I might have to go back and look it up.
Rockstar Spud is probably one of the most underutilized guys right now that DE has.
Yeah,
So talented, so he can get so much character over. Like you seen what he did with the 24/7 championship
yeah.
vignettes and everything else. He was really good with that. They just just piss away freaking talent. Just piss away talent, and I guess now
It sounds weird
go ahead.
to say, but I almost think they have too many people.
They do.
The problem is they had to WWE.
Oh, dude, they have the largest roster than
You know, it's like they have to
Without
so
question.
many people that like what
Triple digits.
What can you
Yeah.
do? You know, like what can you do with all of them?
How many shows can you have?
Yeah.
House shows.
How much
Say they
is
got
it? Yeah.
3 shows and they still have too much.
Yeah,
And they keep on signing like they signed Killer Cross.
NXT is out of that. NXT is fine. They seem to utilize their people correctly.
Yeah.
They got Cross and they got dude they used to run with Walter. In
Was it
Europe.
Thatcher?
Yes.
They signed Thatcher. They signed Killer Cross.
Technically, there's 4 shows because they got UK, but UK's over there. But some people have been going over there. What's his name went over there for a while?
Cassius Ohno.
Cassius Ohno. Is he still there?
Yes.
I just got the network back, so thanks to Stu.
I deleted the network.
Thank you. By the way, Stu, for
I figure
I bought a.
you run a
house.
wrestling
I had to win.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah. If you're on a wrestling podcast,
Yeah.
you should have the network.
yeah.
I mean,
I realized that, but
Yeah.
sacrifices had to be made, and there was no way I was going to
Understand. I got your back, bro. even if I did initially buy that pass for me,
Yeah,
and then
it's fine.
realize that my network was
That's
fine.
5 Dippin' Donut coffees there.
it's $9.99 exactly. That is.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was actually like
so,
$30.
and then one thing we mentioned,
Anyways.
I think it might have been before we went on air was I think it's really smart if they put Charlotte to go after the NXT Women's title like, with Rhea Ripley.
She's hot right now.
You know, I think it's the better choice. You know, if it's like the second that she wins the Rumble, you're like, all right, you're going to see Becky versus Charlotte for the millionth time, and at Wrestle.
Yeah, they got to cool it for a little bit.
And then they throw, you know, the Rhea Ripley and the NXT title in there. It's like, if you want to continue to make sure that NXT looks on par with the other shows, I think they're going about it the right way, and they're bringing the right people back. So bring Charlotte back, and she doesn't get the belt until WrestleMania. That's a good run for Ripley.
That is a good
That's
run
still
for
a good
Ripley.
run. She can defend it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of times. You know,
That would lead in my
she's-
next question would be just fantasy booking, being hypothetical and all that jazz. Who would you would do, Charlotte or Rhea, if that actually happened at WrestleMania? Who would you put over?
To put over.
I'd
Who would
give it to
win?
Charlotte.
I would.
I would leave it on Rhea.
You leave it on Rhea?
I'd let her go a full year at least.
I
Have her lose it
think the only
on New Year's
reason
Day.
I think the only reason they wouldn't leave it on her longer is because they just did it with Shayna.
Yeah, but they
Shayna had it for so long, and even when she lost it, she got it back fairly quick, and then went even longer.
Yeah, and she kind of got lost in the mix there.
Yeah, it's like you kind of didn't care about her. Like you cared about the title still. You cared about who was trying to get to the title, but you stopped caring about Shayna Baszler. I stopped caring about Shayna, and I like what she does.
Yeah, no,
I
she's-
like her gimmick. I like the angle. I like but I stopped caring. You know, so
well, because the rumor mill every month before especially a major pay per view for a year was, oh, this is where Shayna jumps. This is where Shayna jumps. This is where they drew it out too long. With
Right.
Shayna.
Yeah,
We
they
had
should've-
2 years. with
right.
her.
But then we were right when we said she was going to come out at 30 and then show up on, probably on Raw, and then we were right, as we almost always are.
It's so hard to write for WWE. It's difficult.
It's not. They have. I don't know.
I think Raw is actually getting a lot better.
Is it?
That's what I've heard.
I mean, no, I don't. I still don't care about Lana and Liv Morgan. And
Can they abandon that already?
no, because
they need to get rid
their
of that
favorite
whole-
metric is the YouTube metric.
Actually-
and Vince McMahon loves it. It's not going away.
Right now, I think they're going to pivot from Liv Morgan and Lana to Liv Morgan
And Ruby.
and Ruby, which is good because because they see what Lana and Liv can do in the ring. Liv is a much better wrestler than Lana, but she's not good either.
And-
She needs a good dance partner.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ruby.
Ruby is Heidi Lovelace all throughout the Indies. She wrestled in Japan. She's a good worker.
Yes,
She is.
She is a good worker.
Yeah. She's one of the best
Yes.
on the show.
Yes, she is.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Easy. mat skills for days. She's got So
Speaking
one of the
of
more technical
exactly.
females.
I'm sorry. Speaking of the rumor mill, I was scrolling through the Hameen Media Group, and William Alicia, who's a reporter for Pro Wrestling, I think it's Pro Wrestling Report. I don't know, some pro wrestling site. That's pretty legit. Triple H is interested in Okada, I guess.
I saw that. I saw that on the Hameen.
Yes, because I think I added you.
You did, and I accepted.
Stu, did I add you, Stu?
No.
Okay,
Rude.
I'll add you tonight.
Bobby
Wow.
Rude.
Wow.
Bobby Rude.
Wow.
Mark.
Yeah.
Mark Rude.
Mark Rude. Yeah. I'm gonna get you a sweatshirt made that says Mark Rude.
I'm gonna yeet you in the privates. But so obviously you have the people commenting on it. No way, he's not going to sign. So obviously me being
You don't know. You don't know.
Listen, so obviously me being the usual realist that I am was like, listen, guys, money talks, BS walks.
Yeah.
And Michael Jargo, who's one of the pundits there on the shows, said that Okada's making $2 million a year in Japan.
Yep.
So will Game?
Some people call him the greatest now. Like
I wouldn't.
I'm not doing. Listen,
exactly. Yeah.
I know about I keep track, but don't keep track of New Japan. Don't really have the means to, but I know who Okada is. I've seen some of his matches, and I understand.
Yeah, I've seen
in the history.
I've seen highlights. I've seen spots.
Yeah, he's don't get me wrong. He's a great wrestler, unbelievable wrestler. Should probably sell a little bit more, but knowing Triple H, he'll give him $2.5 to $3 million a year.
Yeah, why would I mean?
Because here's the thing: who do you think wants Okada right now? The competition.
Yeah.
On Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
AEW. Jericho said that he wanted to have a working relationship between New Japan and AEW.
And if he takes their biggest star,
WWE, it would be a total scumbag move, and it'd be vintage WWE to go in there and sign the biggest star that New Japan has.
why not?
Which is
You gotta win.
Okada.
It's business. You got to win.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look what they're paying Edge.
Yeah.
They're paying Edge $3 million.
Okay. And first off, and I forgot to mention it at the last show because the show before, when it was before the Rumble, when it was just Ant and I on, we did a list of best surprise entrants, and Edge was even on there. I think I put him at like number 4. I need to shift everybody back one and put Edge 2020 at number 1.
Really?
Dude, I was not. Okay.
I don't know
I
about
saw
that.
Christian. Okay, now let me take you.
I think John Cena when he came back at that one Rumble.
Yeah, well, that was my number 1 because
And number 30.
Was that my number 1? I don't even remember at this point now because that was because of the time in which he rehabbed
like in 2 months from like an injury that would take like a year.
Yeah, 4 months. 4 months.
4 months
from not even a full 4 months. I don't think.
True, but
no,
to never being able to wrestle again, and then almost 10 years later.
I put.
Yeah,
I was gonna say what, 9 years?
Yeah.
I
never
list,
thought I'd see Adam Copeland.
1A and 1B.
Right. My list then was Diesel 2011 just because it was fun.
Okay.
Edge 2010 when he came back from an injury, even though everyone knew he was probably going to come back. Then I had Cena in a way because he came back early from the injury. Mysterio in 2018 because I was super excited to see him.
Yeah.
Because it was not too long after the accident where he hit, where the guy died. And so I was super excited to see him come back. And then AJ Styles because AJ Styles was my favorite.
That got me when I see it.
Yeah, because that's one of the reasons I try and stay away from dirt sheets, especially around the Rumble time, is I don't want to be. I want to be surprised. Because you're not surprised by anything anymore.
Well, you got
remember when a movie trailer used to come out?
Yeah,
and that was the first time you heard about it.
Exactly.
You rarely get that now.
No,
rarely.
You don't.
I mean, you have to live with your head in the dirt and not know that it's coming.
Yeah.
So I saw Christian on the pre-show, and I was like, Christian's not always there. Why is Christian there?
But he's on backstage.
I was like, nah, they won't do that. And then Edge's wife was in I was like, oh, so maybe they're all probably there. Maybe that's why he was on. But I had already stopped watching wrestling a little while or WWE for a little while when Edge retired, and yet I just happened to watch that show, that Raw. I just happened decide to watch wrestling that day, and Edge came out and said he had to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got teary-eyed.
Yep.
Okay,
I was
And
in that
I
same
hadn't
boat.
watched it. Like I said, hadn't watched it in a while. Always liked Edge. Always loved Edge. And I was just like, oh no. So to carry that, to almost 10 years later.
Yeah, that's
and
okay.
then
All right.
You think you know me? You think, oh my God.
You marked out.
Absolutely. And the funny part is I had just laid down to really go to sleep, and all of a sudden I was just like, what?
Oh my God!
Texting one of my buddies because Edge is his all-time favorite, and I'm like, Edge is in the Rumble, and he's like, get out of here. I shared the entrance to his Facebook page, and I heard him watch it the next day 4 times. He was just he just kept looking. He was like,
That's awesome.
it was
Actually-
great. So yes, shift all of them back because I can't believe he came back
Agreed.
from all that.
Because you're talking about the Raw after WrestleMania when he retired, right?
Yeah.
Because I was in the same boat. I didn't really watch a whole lot then.
Yeah.
But I did watch
That's
because it's the
always-
Raw after WrestleMania.
It's always the best Raw. If you're gonna watch one Raw a year, that's one.
That's the Raw that I usually watch.
If you have to watch, you have to watch every. It's gonna be really interesting this year because now they have NXT up
Yeah.
on TV, and it's gonna be even more interesting in my opinion this year.
Well, we'll see how they do against AEW in the ratings. So
Yeah. Well, people keep on showing it, and it's they're just showing the ratings and the numbers, and AEW's been winning, and it's okay, but AEW is still new. You gotta. It's still the new product, and people are going to be watching it.
It is
for a while, it's new. But and I have to check because I'm not 100% sure. But do they always take into account rewatches on networks and different stuff like that, like Hulu's and anything else? Or
yeah.
just when it airs?
No,
If
they
it's
go
just
strictly
when
on
it airs,
Nielsen ratings.
Of course, the brand new company is going to keep winning.
Yeah.
NXT's established, and they've been it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Actually,
I'm
is their
definitely
attendance even dropping?
Their Hameen's Tarp Emporium is working double time because they're also tarping up AEW as well.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Those are
they're not
arenas. I mean, wrestling, it's not the Attitude Era anymore.
No, it's
You know
not.
what I mean? So,
Russo's not writing for any one of the companies. There's no big stars anymore.
Yeah.
It's
all right. So, with that said,
really,
I think
no, just this dude and his Russoisms.
I'm sorry, he's the
I don't.
#1 wrestling writer ever, highest ratings ever, helped revolutionize wrestling, and
Does Russo know he's getting his dick shined on our show?
Russo.
He's definitely polishing it over.
Vince Russo is
Did you
a
bring
friend
the
of mine.
polish with you? I'm just joking.
I'm not. Did you?
I swear to God, I'm gonna bring Russo to Utica. He's gonna come in. He's gonna bitch slap both of you guys.
I'm not making fun of Russo. I'm making fun of you.
Yeah, you're gonna make fun of Russo.
I'm not. I like what Russo did.
I loved his mullet back in the day.
I don't think I've ever said a negative word
He's
about
grown.
Russo.
No, you
Thanks.
haven't.
I don't. I've liked his work. I co-sign the
Yeah.
things you say about him.
Yeah, you have.
I just like making fun of you. I don't know.
I know you do. It's okay.
I love you though. I think it's why.
I know. Thank you.
You got to break
No
in the
Paul
friendship.
Heyman.
Well,
So with that said, because there's 4 of us and it might take just a little bit longer,
Olive juice.
we should probably get
Heyman's overrated, anyways.
to
Olive juice.
We should probably get to tonight's top 5.
Let's go.
And
Where's the soundbite?
I don't know. We'll have it next week.
What the? I come back. You got no soundbite.
No,
Okay.
we gotta
what
do
kind
a
of freaking
thing.
producer are you?
You know
You
why?
suck.
Do you know why we're gonna have it next week?
God.
Because Mr. Clean is making it right now.
Is he?
Is he? Is he? He is.
That's
Jesus
funny because I'm about
Christ.
to jam with Mr. Clean.
Yeah. Well, we know what was funny is he was waiting for someone to come to his house, like cable guy or something like that, and he was like, "When do you need it?" I was like, "Well, my show starts at 6." He's like, "Is it at?" He's like, "When do you do it by the?" I was like, "No." I was like, "You don't have to make it right this second.
You should meet our friend Scott. I think you'd like Scott.
Yeah,
He's good.
You know Scott.
I saw Scott this morning.
Yeah,
Did you?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
he came in,
He's
guys.
always
He came in, guys.
always at the store.
Two iced coffees.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah.
a good man.
Yeah. So yeah, he's making it. We'll have it next week.
Nice.
So yeah, we're gonna have our top 5 thing.
Now I know who to put the heat on. Thank you for that.
Yeah. If you don't like it, then don't give him any
I'm
compliments.
gonna tell him like Scout. That was the biggest piece of shit I've heard in my life.
No, it's gonna be good.
No, it's gonna be awesome.
You know what's funny is the way I was
Scott knocks
thinking
it out every time.
The way I was thinking it in my head, it was exactly what he said to me. It was so crazy, and I was like, "That's perfect. Do that. Do whatever you're thinking. It's gonna be perfect." All right. So yeah, a couple weeks ago, I thought I was talking about move selling, and I was like,
Sellers.
dude, we gotta do his best sellers list. So that's what we got this week.
Okay.
Anyone else want to start?
Ah.
And you want to go?
I can start.
You
I'll
got it.
start. Okay, so when it comes to not selling moves, but basically selling, dating hot ladies when it comes to selling, nobody sold better than David Flair because he did the wild thing with Stacy Keibler. He was good seller at that, and CM Punk did a lot of selling too.
Okay.
Laid a lot of pipe in the locker room. but when it comes to sellers, when it comes to moves, top 5. Number 5, Dolph Ziggler. Going a little bit of modern.
Yes.
Ziggler is a great seller. I mean,
Absolutely.
he makes a lot of people look great in the ring. That's the reason why he hasn't been the champ, because he's the guy making the champ look good.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He's the guy.
I 100% agree with that.
Number 4, I might get some hate for this, for 4 and 3, for Ric Flair. I mean, Ric
Some
Flair.
people say he's too cartoony, but
He can be. But he, what though? He sold and he made a lot of people look great. When he was NWA champion, he'd go in there, he'd sell his ass off for 90% of the match, and then the last 10%, that's when he'd come back and he'd win. Number 3.
Give him the old Bugs Bunny.
Exactly. Number 3, the enforcer, Arn Anderson. Arn was a great seller too.
Yeah. Okay.
He made a lot.
Yeah.
When he was TV champion, guess what?
Yeah.
He bumped and sold his ass off for a lot of wrestlers.
all right.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Double A.
the man that Dolph Ziggler looked up to, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels is a great seller. Number 1, probably my favorite wrestler of all time, and it's a goddamn shame that he's not around. They took his life way too soon. Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig.
Yeah.
Nobody sold like Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
His matches with Hart.
Awesome.
He made Hogan look great. I mean, he
I love Mr. Perfect.
was the man. Also, too, when it came to Surprise Royal Rumble entries, when he came in,
Yes.
What was that 2000?
2001, I think, 2002.
Yeah.
I actually seen his first match ever with the WWF
Right.
back in the day. It was at the Fort Plain High School. Dominic DiNucci against Kurt Hennig.
Oh yeah, wow.
Went back a couple of years.
He should have won the AWA championship before he left the AWA, but
Yeah.
that's the reason why he left the AWA, because he got screwed by Gagne and everyone there.
Right. Can't blame him there.
Yeah.
Mike, you got any ideas?
He covered a couple of them that I had.
I think. I mean, he owns a promotion.
Yeah.
Maybe he should
Yeah.
go last.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Or you
What?
can go first, Bob.
No, go ahead. Actually, Dimitri had a couple of them in there that I would.
Yeah, I
Same
mean,
goes.
a lot of time. I think there was one time.
Speaking of overselling, Beth Phoenix at the Rumble there.
She wasn't selling, man.
No, but I mean,
Jesus, she was
corner,
not.
she oversold that move, and that's what busted her open.
Yeah.
She should have been out the minute that
Oh,
happened.
gosh.
She should have never stayed in the ring that long. That pissed me off, because you had her transfer to get even more injured because you want to get this stupid spots. That's all the Royal Rumble is now. It's a bunch of spots. It shouldn't be like that. It should be, it should be improv. Okay, I'm sick and tired of this like spot crap going over everything. It's ridiculous.
Reminded me of the old day Ric Flair.
Don't you tell me to calm down.
Blonde
No, I
hair
was
where
going-
it's red.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going
when
with
his
the
hair's
threat
red.
level. You didn't hit orange or red.
No.
I think you were like mid yellow.
I was mid yellow.
Well,
I wasn't like how I was with Cornette, so it just
yes. Well, as I was saying before we went on, I think there's always more Zigglers than Goldbergs when it comes to selling. So this list, I mean, if I could study this for a month and give you like a PowerPoint on it. But speaking of Ziggler, I got him at number 5 as well, because everything you just said. Number 4, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, damn it.
Because he is the excellent of execution. Not just executing moves, but he was believable. And yeah. Number 3, HBK. Once again, also agree with you. And his overselling is even great, especially what he did to Hogan.
Yeah.
I loved it. Number 2, Mick Foley.
Yes.
Whether he
Oh
was
my God.
actually in
Yeah.
pain,
Yes.
whether he was actually in pain or selling, he, once again, believability. And number 1, just because I haven't put him on a list in a long time, and despite what I think about the end of his life, I'm still a fan of his work, and he is my favorite wrestler. Chris Benoit is
Yep.
number 1.
Exactly.
Once again, when that dude was down on the mat, I thought he was dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He sold. Yeah, he was great. Just the last 4 hours of his life. That's what,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I don't think he should be erased from wrestling history. You should look at him for his wrestling career.
Yeah.
Look at Chris Benoit, the wrestler, not the person.
That's what, because that's what you should use as a template to not end up becoming. Look how great his career was, but obviously part of it was destroying him and destroying his brain, which is what led him to that event that happened.
Yeah,
And that's what you would want to stop.
exactly.
You know what I mean? That's what you would not want to happen. So that's where you should be talking about him more and using him.
Exactly. You should be using him as an example.
What he did was awful, and it's
Yeah.
inexcusable, and it's you can call him any name you want to in the book, absolutely.
But don't take his snap suplex away from
Yeah,
me.
but you can't,
Because it was clean.
Yeah, no,
So,
I enjoyed all Chris Benoit matches.
sure you got a 5 you want to rank?
Yes,
You can,
everybody
you can,
keeps naming.
He's
It-
got
it's fine.
a 5. Okay, he's just kayfabing.
Well,
up
I
right
do
now.
like obviously Perfect was definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Shawn Michaels,
Yeah.
Bret Hart. What about Randy Savage?
About
the
Randy
Macho Man.
Yeah.
He's a definite.
Yeah. He was definitely
And Flair.
awesome.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
Flair was
Flair.
another one.
Yeah,
Even Eddie Guerrero too. Eddie.
Oh yeah.
yeah, Eddie. Yeah,
Eddie sold a move when no move happened.
yeah, yeah. He did.
Yeah.
Lie, cheat, and steal, baby.
Smack a chair
Exactly.
down, throw
Oh,
it to somebody
God.
else, and lay down. Like,
For every
I miss Eddie,
Goldberg,
man.
there's
Yeah,
5
that's
Zigglers, man.
yeah.
I miss Eddie.
Randy Orton.
Yes, Randy Orton.
Randy can
like,
sell. You
like
know who's
most things, if he wants to do it, he can freaking do it.
No,
Him and
he's-
Brock, I
same as
believe-
Brock. I was just about to say same as Brock.
When they
Yeah.
want to, they're
when Brock
gold.
wants to sell something, he sells it all day.
Yeah,
So yeah, he does. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Yes, that was another one there.
The King. The King's. I mean, his matches with Bret Hart, even though at the time the business was in the toilet, his matches with Bret Hart were great.
Yeah.
Him and Hart were unbelievable, and the way Jerry would sell punches and everything, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All self-taught too.
Andy
Never-
Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. Oh,
Hey,
dude, really?
he sold that pile driver. He's on the ground. Jerry's like, okay, let's go. Nope, I want the ambulance spot. And Lawler and Jared didn't want to do it because it cost them extra $300 to do it, but they did it. And you know what? That really got that angle over.
Oh,
Huge.
yeah.
Andy Kaufman, yeah, he's
Yeah. It was great.
true fan.
I love
True.
when they shot it like for the movie.
Yeah.
What were you two thinking? And they're just sitting there together. We thought it'd be funny.
It was
So great.
It was great.
It was so but to see that like to go from like what they did
Yeah.
and like that next shot was genius.
By the way, can I say that I cried at the end of that movie?
It's a great movie.
Yeah, because you just got to know Andy, and you got like with him, and you felt like, you know, like, hey, this guy's a great guy, a really nice guy, and you're on that ride with him, and then, oh God, yeah, no, it was hard.
Absolutely.
It was hard. It was a hard movie.
All right. So
Now that we said everybody you could possibly think of.
we didn't.
Oh,
Number 5, Scott Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Hall was not beating up a local wrestler
Yes.
or or 1-2-3 Kid or when it was his time to sell, he sold.
He sold.
He sold. Took one of the best stunners I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he did.
And speaking of stunner sellers, number 4, The Rock.
yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Rock.
Also sold, maybe even oversold a little bit. But it's still, I mean,
Are you talking about the back roll with the feet on the top rope and all?
the back roll,
Just a smidge,
with the handspring,
Yeah,
or
What about when HBK sold Hogan's big boot?
Taking the stunner with the giant camera on his shoulder through the announce table.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was so great.
so great.
So awesome. Oh God.
Number 3, Mr. Perfect.
Yes.
Yep.
Just because not only just
He was
the regular
perfect.
sell, but even his oversells were perfect.
Yep.
Was it the clothesline or like the out running elbow that he took where he literally jumped and spun in the air?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Before everybody did it.
God,
That's a 200. That's a 250-pound man doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Number 2, Ric Flair, because he's Ric Flair.
He's Ric Flair. Woo!
And then number 1 is Shawn Michaels for that. I mean, just
No argument here.
like,
So
what was that? I forgot what move. Oh, I think he was wrestling. I think it was Sid, and he jumped off the top rope, and Sid put his leg up, and he caught the boot, and then he like bounced off of the boot onto his back, and literally did a headstand. He
oh yeah, I remember
rolled
that.
into a headstand.
I remember the headstand.
And like paused for like a millisecond and then came back down, and it was just like, that's a sell.
Even though we're just throwing names out there now, can I just throw an honorary?
Yeah, but
Just a more modern, even though he's been, obviously doing it for a while now. But Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Just because I keep thinking of that Walter chop.
that Walter chop, did you guys see that?
It's so great.
Did he cave his? Well, I mean, listen.
Dude, he did backflip.
Walter's leg weighs as much as Adam Cole's like whole body. Okay.
Well,
I know.
And when we were talking about Okada earlier, I just thought that this would be funny. Imagine Triple H did get Okada, and just to make everybody's brains explode, whether bad or good, he just sent him over to NXT UK to dethrone Walter, so you could have Okada versus Walter.
That would be a good match.
Dude.
You'd get all the tape trader masturbators and neckbeards to watch that.
Yeah.
You would literally
I'd watch it.
you would just take the guts right off of AEW right there.
They'd have to.
What could AEW do to combat that? Nothing.
They got nothing.
No, they got nothing.
They got not for that.
No.
They don't have anything for that.
No, because you'd have Dave Meltzer, jerking off.
Yeah, Meltzer would.
He'd be jerking off. His tongue would be like,
Yeah, he'd be all over that.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 things before we wrap the show up.
Okay.
1, we now have the Wrestle Fandom Radio store
Really?
on seasonal sports.
Wow.
So if you look in the comments, I posted the link.
Okay.
So you can click right on the link. You can go right there, or you can just go right to seasonalsports.com, and you'll see. I'm sure you'll see the little tablet and
Some pretty
click on it, and we got lots. We got hats,
man,
you guys are
looking stuffs.
you guys
t-shirts,
are
long sleeve T-shirts.
man, you guys are getting over.
Two different types of hoodies. Like, dude, hats.
Awesome.
Right, you got
Flat brims?
You got to get them, huh?
Flat brims?
Literally any type. Beanies.
I'm all about the flat brim. So
Beanies with the palm.
Ooh.
And, dude, you got go
like that.
go and check it out. You should.
yeah, I'm definitely
Right.
gonna check it out.
Right in the links. Go check it out. And then also, this Saturday we are having the Disruption Network 3-year party.
Okay.
It'll be 3 years old this year.
Gonna be banging.
Yeah, which means our show is going to be 2.
3
Right. Yeah.
3 is a magic number.
Yeah. So, like we said, so it's this Saturday, the 8th. It's at the Jewish Community Center here in.
Good old you.
Yeah, here in the U. Here.
The U.
So Annie in the Water is going to be there. Haley Jane doing an acoustic performance, Trampoline Jetstream, and Live Noah. And then at the end, 2 of the acts are going to get together.
Annie in the Water and Haley.
To make Haley in the Water.
Okay.
And they're going to cap off the night by doing a set of Fleetwood Mac's Rumors.
Oh wow.
Okay. So then all the Disruption guys are going to be. I'm going to be there. Stu's going to be there. It's going to be awesome. Everyone, I would assume most or all the people from all the other shows. So come check us out. There's it's going to be great. There's beer, wine, food from the Doughboys Barbecue.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
Nice.
Yeah, just so be there. Check out Disruption Network for tickets. Let anyone know if you need them. Hit us up. We'll hook you up. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. You should definitely be there. It's gonna be a big party. So yeah. So then there's that. Yes, my wife says the hats are awesome.
I'm bringing Phil as my +1, I think.
Oh, you're gonna bring Phil?
I think so.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I had some potential candidates, but I was like, you know what? Let's see if the stars align.
Yeah.
He's got the golden ticket.
Yeah.
He won the golden ticket.
Yeah.
No,
So
he's just my friend.
It doesn't matter. He still won the golden ticket. Still won the golden ticket.
so yeah, that's it, Mike. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Like,
guys.
yeah,
What a blast.
we've been, I've been wanting to get you in the studio for so long.
Hail to the king.
Well, he finally told me, he's like, I'm going to be down. We should go to the studio. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a blast. We'll do it again.
Oh, whenever you want to come, just let me know. You don't even
Just kick the door down.
Just tell me you're coming, and that's fine. Like, hey,
We'll get you a throne next time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It'll look like the Game of
Well, I
Thrones.
was going to send you a
Hold
list of
on,
demands.
easy. You don't want his head to get too big. Okay, I mean it's big already. You don't want to get too big.
I was
guys.
legitimately going to get him a toilet.
Have your man send me the rider, and I'll have it all set.
Yes.
Brandy glass full of brown M&Ms. It'd be awesome. But yeah, so and then not this weekend, but next weekend is that February show that we were talking about in the beginning in Mortal Kombat 2, and it's gonna be you guys, you got to come. Where is it again?
The OESJ High School in St. Johnsville. It's a fundraiser for the St. Johnsville Youth Center.
Okay.
So, I mean, come out and support a great cause.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And guys, seriously, to everyone listening out there, the talent that's coming to this show, I mean, this is unbelievable.
Not only the normal talent that's of the ICW, which is just high end.
It is high end.
It's always there. But Sammy Gotch and Just Incredible are going to be there. Like,
Exactly.
you want to meet these guys? Come to the show. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, it's going to be.
You want to meet Just Incredible and say, Mr. Incredible, thank you for providing me so many hours of entertainment during my life while I was watching ECW, or thank you for what you did. Hell, even if somebody enjoyed the Aldo Montoya gimmick,
Yeah.
come in and let Just Incredible know that you know what, you're awesome, dude, and I'm so glad to see that you are doing so much better in your life now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, just come in and give him the love and the support, and Simon Gotch as well. Go thank Simon Gotch for
Former
what Simon
NXT
Gotch did.
champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
NXT tag champ.
NXT Tag Champ.
They dropped the ball with him. They kept the wrong guy.
They dropped the ball breaking that team up.
Yeah.
I thought the Vaudevillains were amazing.
Were fantastic.
I love the Vaudevillains.
Vaudevillains were fantastic.
And they were better as heels. When they turned babyface, it was
Oh no, heels! They should have.
they should have stayed heel.
They're called the Vaudevillains.
Villains.
Villains is in their name.
Name, exactly.
They messed up.
They did.
They did.
But anyways, so yeah, we'll be back next week.
All right.
We're gonna
That's enough for these marks now,
We're gonna
okay?
be calling the Moonlight Sun Mike Skyros himself.
Ooh. Give me your belts.
Yeah.
Give me your belts.
Well, he's got a chance at one next
Yeah.
time.
He's got a pretty decent taste in music, I've discovered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the social media world.
Yeah.
He posts something about post top 3 any subject. And
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
I liked all of his the top. I went looking for music and movies.
I want to ask him
Movies is
top
rather-
3 belts he's ever stolen.
Any belt owned by Group Van Slyke.
Someone said that. He said he doesn't steal them, he just wins them. And I'm like, I don't know, I got you on tape.
Yes. Yeah.
I got you on tape.
Indisputable video
I have
proof of him
indisputable-
stealing belts. I'm
He
sorry.
was even eyeing Christina Marie's
That's
belt.
what I'm saying.
He did. He stole Christina Marie's
I got
belt.
the proof.
Oh, that's
I
right.
got
He
the
did.
proof.
And then Christina caught him. He's going to whip his ass.
When you showed him the belt, the first show that you had it at, I saw it in his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a little glistening.
You can see in your eye that you could see it in his eye.
He was-
you were looking. You're like, oh no.
He looked
Oh, no,
at it.
He's gonna try and steal this belt.
He was like,
and he did.
I want that belt.
I want that.
I want
Yeah.
that belt.
All right. So yeah, join us next week. Please like, share, all that. You know,
It
regular.
takes nothing to like and share this video.
all the regular social media stuff.
God.
Please check out our store. Get some merch. Wear some Wrestle Fandom Radio stuff. We'll love you forever. All right. We'll see you next week.
Peace. Love you guys.
Peace out.
Sports Entertainment, it's the real to you, damn it. You support us, your favorite. Talking AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, and all the greatest. Your top 5 dead or alive, the broader stages like WrestleMania, All In and All Out. NXT TakeOver, what the business about. Putting fans in the stands and the millions at home. Like The Rock versus Stone Cold, we're stealing the show. Wrestle Fandom Radio and Disruption Network with Dippin' Donuts. ICW, we make fanatics flipping go-nuts. Every time we're live at local shows and it's a bonus. We're family friendly, all the growing ups and kids condone us. We're dedicated to bringing you all the top news. Ain't no dirt sheet, this ain't rhetoric, we do not snooze. No speculation, we're just bringing them facts. Ain't no storyline of fiction when I spit on these tracks. It's Wrestle Fandom Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. Disruption Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. Disruption Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page.
Join us Saturday, February 8th through the Disruption Network 3-year anniversary party at the Jewish Community Center, 2310 Oneida Street in Utica, New York. Musical acts include Annie in the Water, acoustic performance by Haley Jane, Trampoline Jetstream, and Live Noah. Haley in the Water will cap off the night covering Fleetwood Mac's hit album, Rumors. Party kicks off at 6 p.m. There will be beer, wine, food from Doughboys Barbecue, and Holy Pozzoli. Saturday, February 8th. For tickets, visit our website, disruptionnetwork.net.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.